All right, today we're going to look at building media lists and specifically building media lists based upon USA metro areas. So what we're doing is we're doing a an angle around house prices in different US metro areas um, based on I forgot what the database is called, but it's a database that breaks down house prices and house price changes, looking at metro areas which are like cities plus surrounding areas in the USA. So what I'm trying to do is I'm going to try and get journalists that talk about property or just personal finance, but specific to these cities. So I've already done up to Bakersfield. So the next one is Baltimore, Maryland. So what I do is I go to Google News and I make sure it's set to uh, last year. Then I go Baltimore, Maryland housing market. And what I want, I just want the sites that are local news sites. So Patch, I think, is a general real estate site, so we don't want that. But this one looks relevant. This one looks relevant. Forbes is not relevant. This one is not relevant. This one is relevant. This one is relevant. This one is not relevant. No, I wouldn't say this one is relevant. This one is not relevant. This is a .gov site, so it's not really what we're looking for. This one is relevant. Redfin is not relevant. Maryland Association of Counties. I'll check out what that is. This one looks relevant. This one looks relevant. Baltimore Sun, Baltimore Sun, Baltimore Sun, Maryland Daily Record. Okay, I think that's enough. I'm looking to get between 3 and 10 journalists per area. So what I do is I then go, Jeff, take a name, copy and paste it into, and then muck rack. And what we're going to do here is we're going to look at what their beat is. So does their beat match what it is? It says Washington, D.C., Washington, D.C., Washington, D.C. So this looks more like a Washington, D.C. angle. So if you see that fits better with someone else, then do it for somewhere else. So we've got Washington, D.C. That's it for it. And then in this instance, because I couldn't find a relevant URL, I'm just going to put the muck rack in. His name is Jeff Clanbow. Jeff Clanbow. Jeff. I've got muckrack in this instance, so I'm just going to get the email address here, but I've got a video on how to find journalist email addresses, which I will put a link to in the description. So if you're not lucky enough to have a media database, you can do this process and then just get the emails afterwards. So that's one done. Mallory Sophostai, muckrack. Yeah, this is what we want. Baltimore, Maryland journalist. Domestic journalist. Yeah, this is good enough for me. So I'm going to put the email address here. I'm going to put the muckrack link here. Her name, Mallory Sophostai. Mallory Sophostai. Is it with an 1L or 2Ls? 2Ls. Mallory. Remember, this is going into the email, so it needs to be correct. And now we're just going to put that relevant URL into column C, and they will go for Baltimore. Oops. Okay. Daily Record staff and stuff like this, you just sack it off. This content is not available in your region. I'm going to turn my VPN on my other screen. Because I think this is going to happen quite a lot. Yeah. I hope this doesn't fuck the video up. Sorry, I thought I turned my VPN on before this, but clearly not. Come on. There we go. That's connected to the UK, for fuck's sake. NordVPN is really shit. I just want to say this, guys. When you see people plugging NordVPN, in my opinion, it's kind of shit. It's very unreliable. Come on! This is what is currently happening right now. Okay. So let's just see if that fixes the problem. Sorry, I should have done this before I started, but I forgot. Okay, cool. So Giacomo Bologna. If you don't have Mockrack, you can get the email address here, but I wanted to see their beat anyway, so Mockrack. The big bottleneck here is that Mockrack can take ages to load. Yeah. But yeah, I'm happy with this, so he goes to here. That. Let's just make sure that was the same as what was seen in there. No, I'm going to trust this over Mockrack. Giacomo Bologna. Giacomo Bologna. Giacomo. That's that. Baltimore, Maryland. Haley Miller, Mockrack. Baltimore Banner Journalist. Baltimore Banner. Yeah. No, I spelled that wrong. Haley. Ooh, whoops, sorry. I should go there and then I should go there. Sorry, the VPN thing's kind of made me lose my flow a little bit. And then that is in Baltimore. Okay, Maryland, Kevin Canale, Crack, Conduit Street podcast journalist. It doesn't really matter too much what they write here. You just want to look at like what they've written. This looks more like although it is to do with Baltimore, it looks more like a presidential thing, political. So I'm not going to include him. Let's hope the VPN will fix this problem. Okay, it has Hannah Hoffman, Mockrack. So I'm going to do this for an hour. You can meet Baltimore actor. It's general news about that. Hill producer. Things of my own. It's not a perfect fit, but I think it's fine. Oh, whoops. Baltimore. So we've got our three, but it's quite a big place. Like Baltimore's a place I, as a UK person, have heard of, mainly because of The Wire, which makes we've got that guy, haven't we already? Jeff Klauber. He was a Washington guy. Baltimore Sun. So I think Baltimore, we should really be getting more than 3. 3 is the minimum. So Dan Reed. Okay, so when you've got more than one, you then open a new tab. And then, oh, for fuck's sake. Certain other names: Dan Reed, Jonathan Robinson, Ben Schneider. So Dan Reed, Baltimore, Muckrack, Greater Washington journalist. Baltimore is sort of within Washington, I think. But let's just see. So Greater Washington, Greater Washington, Greater Washington. Bloody hell. What's the next guy called? Jonathan Robinson. Jonathan Robinson, Muckrack. I don't think this guy is really that relevant. Ben Schneider, Muckrack. Benjamin Schneider. Freelance covering housing and urban policy. Good hang, MIT. So he writes about the right topic, but does he write that much about Baltimore? Is he even based in Baltimore? Come on. Nah, I'm gonna leave this guy out. Then we'll try again. Christine Condon. Bloody hell, she's very young looking. Christine Condon. Christine Condon. Christine. Sherry Greenfield. See, this is what I like about the sort of muckrack technique, is even when you've got like paywalls and shit, usually you can see the name and then you can just go straight to muckrack. Yeah, I'm happy with this. Sort of any sort of local news journalist, as long as they don't have an obvious beat that's like sport or politics or one of the big ones, if they just write about general stuff, then it's suitable. People who write about excuse me, property or personal finance are our ideal people. But I'm happy to accept any sort of local news reporter, as long as they're not exclusively writing about, sport or politics or entertainment. If they just write about that, then I will probably exclude them. So where are we? Baltimore, Maryland. Sherry Greenfield. Sherry. Oh, I'm going to go back here. Okay, so that's. We got one more. That's just a staff thing. So I noticed that the Baltimore Sun came up a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Baltimore Sun, and I'm going to see if they've got like just a general sort of news desk type thing. So sort of you got a battle against these. You got a battle against these pop-ups. So there's the About Us page. We're going to go to the Contact Us page. Here we go. News tips. I'm going to put that on my list as well. News tips, Baltimore, and then you can go onto LinkedIn, Baltimore Sun, LinkedIn in Baltimore Sun. And what you're trying to do here is you're just trying to, if you can get the correct name for the person who's manning the news desk, It just makes your email stand out a little bit more. So we'll see. I'm already not very hopeful, but okay, there's too many people here to even give it a go. So I'm just gonna leave it out. I'm just gonna put that in there, and then there we go. So yeah, it's if I see something come up loads, then I'm not going to do this for like every metro area, but if it comes up loads, then I'm going to do it. So the next one is Baton Rouge, which I think is in Louisiana. So Baton Rouge, Louisiana Louisiana house market, property market, or something like that. News. Actually, gonna just exit that. So there's one. So this one is like a national thing, so you don't want that. I'm assuming that's a radio station, so that would be a good option. BR Proud. That might be like a real estate agent, but I will have a look. Knock Post, we don't want that. Don't want that. This one we do want. NOLA, I think this will be relevant. And that this one is definitely relevant. So we just want to filter out real estate websites and national news websites. So we want like local news is what we're looking for. Then once you just start getting loads of repetition, then you can have a look. Okay, so that'll do for now. So Miranda Thomas, Google's going to ask you if your robot loads when you do this. Miranda Thomas, National Sex Work Scheme, Senator Bill. My concern here is she might be a bit too politicky. So I'm just going to have open up her articles and just have a look. Come on. It's taking too long. Okay, I'm just going to put it on the list. It's taking too long. So we go that. Her name is Miranda Thomas. Yeah, this looks alright. Here we go. We go here. So then we've got 5 parishes. I don't know what the hell are parishes. Bruce Meckles, Muckrack. I just want to see if there's any other places in Louisiana that are in New Orleans or New Orleans. So is Lafayette, is that closer to Baton Rouge or New Orleans? Lafayette, Louisiana. So Baton Rouge is there, and New Orleans is there. So it's closer to Baton Rouge. Yeah, so it's closer to Baton Rouge. Fuck off. So sorry, I'm getting a little bit confused. Okay, Bruce Meckles, Bruce Mickels, Bruce. Baton Rouge. So that's done. So Tyler S. Chat. Baton Rouge. No, that's joined WGBM. Be up proud. Okay, so. Oh, whoops. Fuck's sake. Okay, so I'm going to click his name and see if I can find an email here. He's Hunter. Tyler S. Chat. Cool. So Tyler S. Chat. Callie Hubbard. Muckrack. New Orleans, Charles Lake, Baton Rouge. You've got to see Baton Rouge. Okay, so Baton Rouge is her beat. So I'm going to put her in the Baton Rouge camp. It said that her email is not on there, which is a little bit annoying. But if I click on the name, then so I've got Facebook, maybe. Come on. No. So the other option is Hunter. Kaylee Hubbard. CALIHEBBARD. No, I don't like that. It's acceptable. Oh, there we go. Okay, fast. Cool. Okay, so that wasn't my my smartest moment, but it's been a long day. Andrea Gallo. So yeah, Baton Rouge is her beat, which is nice to see. No email address, but I'm sure we'll be able to find it. So, Spirited of Investigative Reporter. It's got loads of Twitter. Yeah, she's quite a mishmash of stuff, so I'm gonna. There's her email address as well, so might as well add her. Andrea Gallo. Molly Ryan. New Orleans. KVHRS. This is looking quite like politicky, so might not be the most relevant regardless. Yeah, this is all about laws and shit. I'm gonna leave her. Lester Doohy. Baton Rouge, so that's good. Father, faith, and family. Two arrests, Little Warriors. Is he just writing about crime? It's just writing about crime, and that's kind of irrelevant. Oh, mate, my crack honestly loads so fucking slowly. Come on. Yeah, they're just. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not sure about this guy. Jude Walker. Jude Walker, Louisiana, Marquette. Lafayette, which I think we established is kind of close to Baton Rouge. Is Lafayette not covered in anything here? No. Lafayette. Yeah. It's a borderline cool, but I might as well do it. Baton Rouge. Holly Dutchman. Holly Dutchman. Baton Rouge Business Report, which is what we want to see. Oh man, this is so slow. Use editor. Yeah, I'm happy with this. So, Baton Rouge. Last one. Alès Corville. They're always like French down in that part of the world, aren't they? Oh my god. Yeah, happy with this. Alès. I'm gonna have to make sure that I get a name spelled correctly because Alecce, Courville, Alecce. Oh fuck it, I'll just put this in. Could have gotten the email address there, I think. Yeah. The same as that? Yeah. Baton Rouge. So, like, although Muckrak's nice to have, you can do this shit without it, honestly. So the next one I've got is Birmingham, Hoover, Alabama. So it's property market in Birmingham, Hoover, Alabama. News, tools, past year. We've got Hoover Sun, that looks relevant. Stack is not relevant. Birmingham Now looks relevant. I think that's more just about property in general. We also no. That one might be good. That one looks good. WNBA. Alabama Political Reporter, that looks good. AL.com, we'll try that. It's coming up quite a lot, so we'll try that as well. I'll try that one as well. A lot of AL.com, so I'm going to open up a couple more of them. Okay, so this will be on the list. She can go away. So Hoover Son, John Anderson. John Anderson, the referee from Gladiators. You will go on my first whistle. So this isn't really his beat. No, really his beats, but we'll have a look at his more things. takes so long to load. Okay, so Nathan Watson, Muckrack. Nathan Watson. Because it was a smaller publication, I put in the publication's name. Yeah, this is good. This is good. So, where are we? Birmingham, Hoover, Alabama. What's the guy's name? Nathan Watson. Nathan Watson. And then so there's one. This is finally loaded. It has this guy's beat is not correct, so I'm not doing that. Jenny Gray and William Thornton. So I'm going to do a new tab, drag it over here. This one will be for William Thornton. William Thornton, al.com, muckrack. Come on, oh, for fuck's sake. You're being so slow. This one I'll do Jeremy Gray, al.com, muckrack. I bet Google can ask me if I'm worried about. No, it doesn't. Let's turn out for the bookie there. Oh my god. Hurry up. Okay, here we go. When will your power be back on it? Yeah, this looks good. Producer of breaking news. We're not exactly pitching breaking news, but honestly, judging by what he writes, it's like fine. So Gray, Jeremy Gray, Jeremy. The other guy's William Thornton. Yeah. Reporter. This guy's probably better than William Gray, but we might as well do both. William Thornton. So we've already got the 3 minimum. So Shannon Dick, that whatever her name is. Fuck off. Muckrack. You always make more mistakes when the camera's on. That's what I'm sticking to. So yeah, this is just general news shit. This looks good. Shannon Del Canberra. Shannon. Around housing market. Staff. News at alreporter.com, but it's about politics, so I'm going to leave it. William Thornton, we had that guy already. Margaret Cates. Yeah, it's just general news, so I'm happy with that. Margaret Cates. You can do that. Margaret Cates. Birmingham, Alabama. Turner. Do I have this guy already? I don't. So Scott Turner, Muckrack. Scott Turner. Yeah. Heather Gann. What's the other one? Scott Turner. Oh, I've had one already, so Heather Gann will be my final one. Heather Gann. Muckrack. Cool. I'm going to do one more. I think the next one is Boise, Idaho. But then it's what changes the city. I'm actually going to delete Scott Gatt. I'm actually going to delete the Scott guy because he hadn't written one for a while. And I feel like if you email too many people from the same publication, then they might be like, "Oh, this guy's just spamming us," and that might put them off because they'll be like, "Well, if we're all getting an email, every other journalist is, and I want to be writing unique stories." So, yeah, it's always worth keeping that in mind. Okay, so the final one we're going to do is Boise, Idaho. Boise City, Idaho. Again, set Google to last year, and we've got does I'm assuming that that's good. Idaho Statesman, that looks good. That looks good. That looks good. So again, we're looking at some local news. Anything that I haven't seen yet? Boise Def, I think we've got that. Okay. Katie McKellar. Muckrack. So I'm sure you can start to see the workflow here of what I'm doing. So to do 100 of these would take like 2 to 3 days, depending on how hard you work. 2 days if you really fucking go for it, and 3 days if you're a bit more chill. Yeah. And she's asking for tips as well, which is always a good sign. Are you sure she's in the right thing? Boise, Idaho. What was her name again? Katie McKellar. For fuck's sake. Sean Goodwin and Jared Genron. Service journalism reporter. I don't really know what that means. But he just writes about general stuff, so I think this will be fine. Sean Goodwin. Is it, how do you spell Sean? This is Shaun. Thought it might be one of those W Sean's. And we're Boise City, Idaho. And the other guy was called Jared Gendron. So I'm gonna Put that there. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to go Jared again and Muckrack. Ah, bollocks. Press the wrong. Cap City News journalist. Cap City News. Go click on that. Central Wyoming. So. What is the Wyoming shortcut? The like abbreviation Wyoming. WY. That's what I put, isn't it? WY. Okay. Well, I think we're not going to include this guy. So, Parker. I can't really Muckrack that because it's just a name. I'm a podcaster from Nashville, Tennessee. I'm going to just leave this guy. Abby Davis. Journalist. Yeah, it's just general news. Last one was 3 months ago, which isn't great, but she's asking for pictures, so I'm gonna just say yes. If you're asking for pictures and I pitch you, you can't get too pissed off about it. So yeah, much like most things with PR, this is really not glamorous work, but when you get those links and those placements, it's kind of worth it sometimes. Porter and Person, Idaho Press. So is she just talking about politics? That's my concern here. It takes so long. Katie McKellar. Have you done her already? Haven't I? So it's Katie. It's not Kate. Sean Goodwin. I've done him already. Kevin Miller. So I'm going to do Kevin Miller. 107.5 Muckrack. This is too much just to do with politics. I'm going to leave it. Nashville, Tennessee. Kevin Miller in the morning. I think this guy would be good if I can find a oh, well, that's useful. An email address, which I can. Yeah, even if you can't afford a fancy database, I would always recommend getting Hunter. Hunter is banging. If you're doing any kind of something when you need to find email addresses, it's absolute quality. And even though it's not super cheap, it's worth every penny, I think. Casey McKellar, we gotta go away. Sean Goodwin, and we've got him and Carly Van Der Venter. So let's try Muckrack Carly Van Der Venter. Carly Van Der Venter. Service. Washington. No, I'm just gonna ignore this. Margaret Carmel. So she's currently writing stuff, which is good. And she seems to write about quite a mishmash of stuff, mainly like finance stuff. But I think what we're pitching is just about relevant enough. So I'm going to include her, Margaret Carmel, and also she's from a unique domain, I think. Carmel. We need to go back to the original article. Boise City. Okay, cool. So, yeah, that was that. I think you get the general idea of what I'm doing. Again, if you don't have a paid MockRec account, then just use Hunter and the video where I find journalist emails, and that will it'll take a lot longer, but you can still build out these media lists in much the same way. Anyway, thanks for watching.